I've never seen a show with so many controversies under its belt until today. Today, we're leaving the United States for a game show review. We've got a show from the Philippines in our order today. In the early 1900s, the Philippines was a United States territory, gaining its independence in 1946. In the decades that followed independence from the United States, Filipino television developed one of the most vibrant TV cultures in the world, with variety shows and dramas taking center stage within the nation of over 7,000 islands. In 2005, a new reality show was introduced, only to catastrophic results. The show in question was called Wowowee. This show is easily one of the most chaotic shows ever produced, with the show having 5 iterations. But today, we're focusing on the one that aired specifically from 2005 to 2010 and was canceled 3 fucking times. Yeah, you thought it was crazy that Futurama had a weird show cycle. Well, Wowowee makes Futurama seem as consistent as The Young and the Restless. Anyway, enough with my expositional lecturing. Let's talk about the show and how it worked. First premiering in February of 2005, Wowowee was a variety show that offered contestants money in different segments throughout the show. Think The Price is Right, only slightly more chaotic and with more unique challenges. The show offered prizes of up to 2 million Philippine pesos, or around the time of the show's airing, around $41,000 in 2007, adjusted for inflation in 2026 to be about 65,000 US dollars. The show is mainly hosted by Willie Revillame, who I can really only describe as a Pinoy version of Ellen DeGeneres. Sure, he was a good guy on stage, but behind the scenes and even on camera, he was often seen going on tirades. Fun fact, in 2025, he tried running for the Senate of the Philippines, but was ultimately unsuccessful. The first run of the show aired from February of 2005 to February of 2006, with it ultimately being canceled for the first time after an incredibly tragic accident. Before that, how many of you guys are familiar with Pepsi? No, this is not a Pepsi ad mocking a serious tragedy. I'm not a fucking scumbag, for Christ's sake, even though I am a huge Pepsi head, because my favorite wrestler is CM Punk, so I kind of have to be biased towards Pepsi. Anyway, in 1992, Pepsi put on a contest in the Philippines called Pepsi Number Fever. Held for 3 months, Pepsi printed numbers 1 through 999 on bottles of Pepsi products throughout the nation, with the winning number receiving 1 million Philippine pesos. There was a printing error, however, causing the number 349 to be overprinted. This led to a riot that killed 5 people. This would also almost kill Pepsi's reputation within the nation, and I say this to lead into an actual accident that occurred because of Wowowee. In 2006, leading into the first anniversary show for Wowowee, it was announced that a larger viewing audience would be able to participate in the show, with the local basketball stadium hosting the actual show and the local soccer stadium showing the show at the same time, 1 p.m. Prizes included new cars and cash of up to 1 million Philippine pesos. A crowd of about 30,000 gathered outside the stadium in Pasig, Metro Manila around 6 a.m., hoping to get in. When the masses heard that only the first 300 people would be able to get into the stadium, all hell broke loose, causing people to push into the stadium and creating a crowd crush. The ensuing incident killed 73 and injured hundreds more. The Guinness Book of World Records noted this as the highest death toll ever caused by a game show. Following the tragedy, Wowowee was canceled, and then immediately brought back a month later because producers at ABS-CBN didn't know that after a tragedy occurs, you fucking stop the thing that caused it. Coming back a month later, Wowowee would ultimately air for another 4 years, but a controversy in 2007 brought the show back to light in very negative fashion. On August 20th, 2007, the Hello Pappy scandal occurred during the Willinario segment of the show. In the show's jackpot segment, there were multiple prizes that could have been won, with the ultimate prize being 2 million Philippine pesos. The contestant, a woman named Weng, was given an opportunity to take whatever was inside the white wheel or walk away with a guaranteed 137,000 pesos. She chose the guaranteed money and made the right call. Then the host decided to reveal the other wheels, and surprise, they also all had zeros behind them. Oh, and guess what happens next? He pulls out the fucking placard that had the 2 for the 2 million Philippine pesos. I did some digging, and it turns out, in the Philippines... Hey, Dana White, you want to finish this for me?
That's fucking illegal.
Yep. Under the Consumers Act of 1992 in the Philippines, it's illegal to rig a game show in the Philippines, much like it is in the United States. Ipulaga host Joey DeSoto caught wind of this, leading to a public relations feud between him and Willie Revillame. The final nail for Wowowee's coffin came in 2010. A year after a public rant following the death of former Philippine President Corazon Aquino, Revillame went into a public tirade akin to Chuck Barris singing "Take This Job and Shove It" on The Gong Show, demanding the firing of Jobert Sucaldito, leading to a spat on social media, and ultimately leading to Revillame's firing from ABS-CBN, and later the canceling of Wowowee. Later, the show would come back under different names, but it just goes to show that Wowowee's controversies often overshadowed the good things the show had going for it. Overall, Wowowee was a show marked by controversy throughout its lifespan. While the show did come back under different names, the show is still the same old variety show that caused controversies in the latter half of the 2000s. While the show should have been canceled in 2006 following the crowd crush, ABS-CBN clearly went to the Vince McMahon school of letting shows continue after their tragedy. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Ako si Duality Dustman at mahuhuli ko kayo sa kabilang panig, which means I'll catch you guys on the flip side.